other homeboy I met into my life, man. Because some of this, like, if some of these videos of mine help people, then that's a blessing. But sometimes you can't see it. God won't let you see. Only God knows. But it's awesome that I can see like someone like you I can help out, and then some other guy I can help out. Like it just feels good. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes God won't let you see what good you do because only God knows. But then that's why I feel like He's blessing me, keeping me alive, baby. I could have died probably 20 times over in my life. I've OD'd once. I've gotten into a car accident on drugs with my homeboy. I wasn't the one driving. Many other situations in my life. I broke my spine. Like, oh, to have so many stories. Stories that are funny, but they're very bad because at the time, dude, I could have killed a lot of people. People could have killed me. Dude, one time, I tell you, oh man, it's not too long ago, but there was this one homeboy dating my wife's friend. Um, and at first we were cool and we were drinking. This is what I'm talking about. Even alcohol is terrible, people. Be careful with ego. Now, I should never, I don't even know if I should say this. Let me think about this. Gonna get me in trouble? I gotta think, cause I don't want to get myself in trouble, homeboy. You better relax. Okay, we're just gonna many years ago. Okay, something with my strap. All right, and in the court of law, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is a fictional story, people. So just know, fictional story. Anyways, drinking, right? And when you're drinking, you should never have your firearm on you. Arm on you. It's illegal. Anyways, things happen. The guy kept touching my wife in inappropriate ways. I'm not touching like touching her like this. I'm talking about on her shoulders and just talking. But we're Asian and he's older than me, so I try to show him respect. And I don't know the fool, but as we're drinking, like he keeps talking to my wife when the girl he's dating is right next to her. And first I thought, okay, maybe he's just trying to be respectful because me, like, I try to be respectful. If like there's two people here or three people, like I try to give each one attention because I try to make them feel comfortable. So I thought at first that's what he's trying to do, but no, he was like telling my wife, "Oh, you look like you work out a lot and shit like that." And then later on, as we get more tipsy, I was like, "Hey man, in my Korean," and I still gave him respect. Talking to him, so I said respectfully in Korean. You add yo at the end of stuff, and I said, "Hey man," like in Korean, I was like, "Hey, older brother, like you need to chill out a little bit, man." I know we having a good time. I like your vibe. You from Cali, but you shouldn't be like talking to my wife like that, and you putting your hands on her too much. And then we went to go karaoke, and then this boy, my wife's up there at the karaoke putting the numbers in. He goes behind my wife and puts his hand on her shoulder, and that was the last fucking straw. So I said, "Hey man, come meet me in the effing restroom." So I took him in the restroom. I pulled out my strap, I cocked, I put it right to his chin. I said, "If you ever fucking talk to my wife, I'm gonna kill you." But then you know what's crazy? Do you understand? The arrogance and pride. That's stupid of me. Do you understand how stupid that is? Because of my pride and ego? Like, my wife would have been married to somebody else if that punk called a popo on me. I would have been in jail for years. This is almost attempted murder in his case, depending on how he felt. But luckily, I praise God. God saved me because honestly, when that happened, I realized because I did it in such a split second of anger and pride and ego. Because it wasn't just to protect my wife, let's be honest. It was trying to protect my ego as a man. So when I did that to him, I was like, oh shit, what am I doing? And I woke up real quick and I believe that was God. So I was like, how do I get out of the situation? Like, I'm thinking real fast in my head and I was like, oh, and then I laughed. And I said, all right, you get what I'm saying, right? And I hit him on his shoulder. I was like, all right, brother, let's go back and have some fun. So I put my gun back, and then we went and we had some, we drank more and we chilled out. Okay, so the night went fine. No other incident happened. He didn't do anything more like around my wife. You know what I'm saying? Because I know he was terrified. Like who wouldn't be? And plus, when I met him, I told him we don't know each other, but I told him how my life was a little bit. So I know he don't know me from nothing. And he grew. If he's from Cali, he ain't no gamer. I could already tell. And he didn't hang out with no thugs like I did. I could just tell on this fool. Um, but yeah, um, he stopped doing that to my wife. We still drank. I made sure like I was extra nice to him after that because I was thinking in the back of my mind, this fool could call the popo on me at any time. Like I said, people, and on Twitch, this is a fictional story, homeboys and homegirls. Anyways, we had a good time. And the next day, the story goes, I woke up with an extreme hangover and I was paranoid for a month, dog, thinking. And I would even ask her because that homeboy actually went back to Cali. And I remember I asked my wife to ask her homegirl. I was like, hey, ask her. Like, is he all right? Like, is he cool? Like, there's nothing wrong, right? Like, I remember I was so paranoid and scared, dude, literally because of my own ego and pride. It's nothing about my wife. Yes, I was trying to protect my wife, but at the same time, it was my own ego. What's the point of pulling out the strap? Even if I punched him and beat him up, what's the point of that? I'm gonna go to jail, and ain't nothing gonna happen. That's not protecting my wife. You know what I should have done at that point? This is what a real man would do, okay? Not an arrogant, prideful, selfish guy. Okay, a man that's taught right. What a real man would have done is, as we're getting there, and you sense that, you say, "Hey, man, hey, it's good meeting you, but I don't really like your attitude." And that you grab your wife's hand or you grab your lady's hand and say, "Hey, we'll see you guys next time. See you later." To her friend, make sure she goes away all right, and then you bounce and you leave. Instead, still stayed in that situation to get to that point of stupidity where I could have ruined my whole entire life. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, I don't know if anybody will even see this part because it was a bunch of long, it's an hour and 30 minutes. But if you get to this part and you ain't anything like me, just understand your pride is not worth losing your life or losing your freedom over. Be smart. Like I said, that was a fictional story. So don't you think you could get me on that. All right? That never really happened, people. Do you understand me, Twitch? Never happened. Anyways, that's it. Um, Gavin, if you're still here, your boy Chocopie is bouncing out. I'm gonna switch games. We're gonna switch it up. But appreciate you, homies. Appreciate anybody that watches it. I always do. And like I said, be a person that's wise. Learn from my mistakes, please. Yeah. I'll be there. I'll be there. Sorry, NSYNC or Backstreet Boys. When you said that. Hey, sounds good, young homie. All right. You take care of yourself. I'll see you soon. All right, Gavin? You have a blessed night. I'm going to stream some Marvel, maybe, possibly. But if I see you in there, I'll see you in there. If not, you have a blessed night, young homie. Much love. I do care for you, man. I told you I've been praying for you, man. And I'll keep praying for you. So you have a blessed night with you and your fam, all right? I'll catch you later, homie.